So my name is Rachel Keener, and actually I've been a part of Epicenter Pasadena since 2008, and in early 2024, the Lord just started putting Asheville on my heart, and over that course of last year, over and over again, he was pointing in the direction of Asheville, 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 and I moved here in January of 2025, so I've only been here a few months. I was shocked when I saw that the hurricane had hit this area. Like I said, the Lord had been putting this place on my heart, and so it didn't seem like it was a coincidence that, here this area had gone through a tragedy and I was going to be moving there. In fact, my brother, when he saw that there was the hurricane that hit here, said, "It seems really like the Lord was preparing you in advance to come for such a time as this." Yes, so before I moved here in January, in October of 2024, I came here with Antioch Fullerton, and I joined up with an Acts of Mercy team, and we just did all different kinds of things around the city. We helped muck out a building. We helped with food distribution and sorting of supplies that were given. And we also put on an event for a neighborhood that was in need. We had a cookout event with basketball and just a time of sharing with them. I was blown away by Antioch Asheville and how just involved people were, how they were just ready to serve and run hard, receiving teams that were coming in and being available for the community, praying for people. I was really blown away, like, yes, I do want to be a part of this community. In my mind, it was almost like one and the same. Acts of Mercy and Antioch Asheville really came together, so there wasn't like a demarcation, because especially the church that I was coming with, Antioch Fullerton, was already, they were coming as an Acts of Mercy team, but it was Antioch Fullerton, so it was pretty seamless to me that they were just moving together in partnership. I think back in October when we came to serve, people were really open to being prayed for. And so I can think of a time when another man and I named Boone went out, and we were distributing food for people, and we met a woman who now her daughter was living with her, and she was sick, and she had another daughter in the hospital. Just the great loss that this family had experienced, and there she was standing in her bathrobe, crying as she received the prayer that we had for her. And I was just struck by, this is the love of God in action, and this is the way the church should be. It's interesting because everyone has their story of what it was like to go through the hurricane, and I'm noticing that people grew up here refer to it as the storm. And so everyone has their story, and it's such a wide variety of experiences. The community where I just moved, they have talked about how they really came together and gelled as a community. And these are not people who know Jesus yet, but just the incredible impact of going through trauma together has really pulled the community of Asheville together. And you see that, even though I wasn't here to experience what it was like to go through the storm. I did want to be here for helping in the immediate aftermath, because I knew just what an incredible event this was for this community, and I wanted to see how they were managing it, how were they getting through it. And I knew it would be different by the time I was able to move here in January. So I had come in June of 2024, and so I got to see thriving Asheville, beautiful Asheville, artsy Asheville, and then coming just a few months later, seeing the devastation. Even yesterday, I drove by a McDonald's that I had visited earlier in the year before the hurricane, and it was just shocking to see it all boarded up and destroyed. People have gone through an incredible tragedy, and there is still cleanup efforts that need to happen. This is a very spiritual city, and a lot of people don't know Jesus here. And so they attribute their strength to coming together as a community, and that is very powerful. But without Jesus, they're still lost. And so it is beautiful that people have come together, but coming to know Jesus is the next step. And I hope to be a part of bringing Jesus to this community. I don't know if it has changed. I think it's maybe intensified it. I think Antioch, Asheville always had a heart for the city, and it's just stronger now, a greater sense of the need, especially of communities where they don't have as much wealth. The devastation was much greater among those communities, and so seeing how we can be a part of bringing Jesus into those communities is something that I believe that this church holds as a strong value. There really, truly is power in coming together. Communities are stronger when people come together and love each other and serve each other. And I absolutely know that God allows these things to happen. He's not the author of them, but he does allow them to happen, and he absolutely moves through them to bring about his plans and his kingdom in a new place. I'm grateful for the people around the world that expressed their love and their concern for the city of Asheville, and who donated, who came here, who are still planning to come here to serve. There's still much more that needs to be done regarding cleanup and restoration for this community. I am grateful to be a part of what is continuing to happen and unfold here in Asheville. So I was actually part of the original class that met virtually during the pandemic in 2020. I did the Acts of Mercy training that was live, but it was virtual, it was all on Zoom. It provided a foundation for how to view being in the context of the current situation.